Hey, good evening, friends. Today we will discuss about three stocks before going into Nifty and Bank Nifty. In fact, I have not uploaded any video for few days as I was busy with some other, personal assignments. So first, let us discuss about Reliance Industries. Reliance Industries has been giving very good support to the falling market. The markets fell down very sharply, but Reliance gave a very good support, and Reliance bounced back after forming a flag pattern here and then moved up sharply. And then today also it has moved up sharply to close around 2718.45 levels. Now, if you see the pattern, it is forming a rounding bottom pattern here, and then it can test the level of 2751 on the first go, and then after that probably it will go up to 2800, and then it should retrench back to move to the higher levels. So probably it will retrench back, and then again it should test this earlier resistance levels, which would behave as the support line. So once it tests and then bounces back, and then it should simply move towards 3000 plus levels. Actually, if you compare to other stocks in Nifty 50, Reliance Industries, I feel that it is still very undervalued, and then it should cross 3000 levels anytime. So if you consider the other parameters here, so most of the parameters are very favorable. Stochastic oscillator, and then RSI, and then MACD. If you take most of the parameters are very positive. So I would expect it to test the level of 2752 and then 2800, 2800, and then after testing the support levels, it should bounce back and then move towards 2003, 3000 levels. So now let us see two more stocks which have given some pattern in the chart. So the next stock I'm going to discuss is Acc Limited. Now, if you see the Acc candlestick pattern, the day before yesterday it fell down sharply as the index also fell down sharply, and then as you can see here, the volumes were comparatively very less in the fall. The fall was not a very significant fall, though it broke this trend line and then it came down, but it did not go down further, and then today it has moved up very sharply with huge increase in volumes. So I would expect ACC to test the level of 2284, and then 2284 is here, and then 2338 levels are here. So it can test the levels of 2284 and 2338. So other parameters are also very positive. It can move sharply up also. Again, it depends on the market situation. So if it moves up in the initial half an hour, then you can just wait, and then till it corrects, you can wait, and then after it corrects to the levels of around say 2174 levels, one can take a 2300 call for the month of April. Anyway, the expiry for this month is approaching fast. So since we are targeting at 2300 levels, it would be better if we take the call for the month of May. So the stop loss for this would be around 2170 levels. So we'll discuss about one more stock before going into Nifty. One more stock I'm going to talk is about Petronet LNG. Petronet LNG has formed a bullish engulf pattern, and also there is increase in volumes compared to the previous days. Compared to all these previous days, the volume has increased, and then it has totally engulfed this particular candlestick of the previous day. So now I would expect this to test the levels of 212 and then 222 in the coming days. The stop loss would be around 203. So one can take 220 call for the month of May whenever it corrects a bit, and then you can expect it to move to the levels of 220 in the coming days. So if you see the parameters say that it is slightly overbought, so you can expect a small correction before it moves up. So now let us see what's happening in Nifty and Bank Nifty. So now if you see Nifty, there was a Harami candle 2 days before, and the day 3 days before, and then day before yesterday we had a big bearish candle which engulfed the previous day's candle also, and then we were expecting the markets to fall down, but it did not go down, but also it did not move up to the levels where it has fallen from. Already there is a gap down from these levels to from 17457 to it has opened around 17275 levels. There was a gap of almost 200 points here, and then here also it fell down sharply to 16,824 levels, and then though it recovered a bit. Now if you consider today's candle, I don't feel it is very convincing. So if at all it crosses above the level of 17275, then only it can turn bullish and then move to the levels of 17,450 and above. So now let's see what happens in Nifty tomorrow. So let's see the bank index. So if you see bank index, again bank index has not moved at all. It has closed almost near the levels where it closed yesterday. So I feel still Bank Nifty is weak, though it found support at the lower levels and then bounced back. But still, I'm not convinced with Bank Nifty that it will move up unless there is some strong news in one of the banking stocks. Then probably this will move up. Otherwise, I would expect some more correction in this, and then it may fall to the levels of 35,700 and then 36,000 and then 35,700 levels. So have a very good trading day tomorrow, friends. Good night.